Who is Daniel Larson? And what did he do? Since the amount of jail phone calls that are coming out about Larson, as of late, has absolutely skyrocketed, people are starting to wonder, why is this guy behind bars? What did he do? And what is his storied and destructive and mentally ill past? All of these, I will share with you more in this updated video of who is Daniel Larson and what did he do. Before he was sent behind bars, Daniel Larson was a TikToker and YouTuber. Mostly the latter. He thought he was also a famous musician, but this is one of his many delusions. We will get to that later. On his many YouTube channels, he would frantically post videos of the happenings of his daily life when he was homeless, and he would also constantly schizo-post in his community tab. Daniel Larson's community tab is one of the wildest things you could ever read on the internet. Every day, every hour, when he was out, he would post there. Daniel Larson has a myriad of mental disorders, ranging from bipolar disorder to schizophrenia. He probably has all of them, to my knowledge. This makes him a prime target for not only trolling, but also being just completely delusional. One of his biggest delusions is that he is dating someone named Grace Vanderwall, an actual celebrity who wants nothing to do with Daniel, has said multiple times to him that she wants nothing to do with him. They've never even met in person, and yet he thinks they are dating. Trolls have manipulated Daniel into thinking that he is dating this person, even though they have never met, through various means. Mostly because Daniel Larson is just a gullible fool. Because of Daniel's delusions and his gullibility and mental disorders, this made him a prime target for trolls. And trolled he was, while homeless, and while he wasn't homeless, for 3 whole years. And, well, this led him to do a bunch of incidents, anywhere from having a meltdown in Olive Garden to thinking he was going to college. There's a video on Larson Leaks channel of the Daniel Larson UCLA incidents, which were pretty fun. But this also led Daniel to doing a lot of illegal things. We'll get into that later. Before Larson was trolled a lot, he was still trolled. Just not as much as he was until someone found his Pinterest page. Now, I will not say what was on his Pinterest page, because it is vile and disgusting. All I'm going to say is that what was on that Pinterest page made people realize Daniel was a type of file you would find on your computer. One you might use for work, and one that he probably should have been arrested for. This made people hate him and think that the trolling was legitimate. Because it was. If you're this type of person, you should be trolled to high heaven and back. If you're wondering why I'm not saying the full word, it's because I recently found out that a certain place might censor your video if you say that word. My channel isn't big enough to get around that. Daniel has done so many illegal things on camera, it's not funny. From pulling the fire alarm to attract the police, to straight up assaulting people, to damaging property, to just trespassing, and even making threats. Daniel has done a lot of it. And the illegal stuff Daniel has done, all of it's been caught on camera, And most of it he wasn't arrested for. Except for two things. The first one was after his dog, yes, for a period of time, this mentally unstable homeless person had a dog that he did not take care of, was taken from him, thank God, and he went into a Walmart and he got placed on probation for it. And then he didn't want to go to his probation hearings and he got arrested for that and they let him out. And the other thing was the reason why he is now behind bars. And I'm going to tell you that right now. Throughout every lolcow's life, a chain of events happens that are given a name. With Chris Chan, there's sagas. With Cyrax, there's seasons. And with Daniel Larson, there's arcs. Daniel has had many arcs. From the dog arc, to the cameo arc, to the prison arc, and now the prison call arc. And so, the prison arc and the prison call arc might be Daniel's last arcs. Hell, we haven't even seen the guy in 6 months in person. All we've gotten are these calls of him just being completely delusional. And now for the main event. Why is he in prison waiting trial on felony charges? About 6 months ago, Daniel Larson did a live stream. In that live stream, he was walking down the side of the road, and a troll pretending to be Bob called him a cuck. And other things happened other than that, but that was the main thing. And Daniel absolutely went ballistic. And he threatened to Independence Day the White House, which he does that a lot, and he threatened basically everyone. And that was the straw that broke the camel's back. Now, Daniel at this point had already been being investigated by the FBI, who at first everyone thought that Daniel Larson thinking that the FBI was investigating was just trolls. But no, there is a legitimate FBI investigator who actually contacted Daniel and asked him to stop making threats against the White House and stop threatening to do stuff to people and stop making threats. And well, some trolls took these people and warped Daniel's view of reality completely. And so, in that live stream, Daniel threatened to Independence Day the White House. And he was arrested for that. He is facing 60 years in jail. I hope this video was informative. I tried to make it that way. Any questions, leave them in the comments. Have a wonderful day.